describe some of the energy and effort you got off the bench from Erica Hamby? She had a good game.
Yeah, the couple things. First, we're one game better than last year, so that's positive. I told our players at the start of training camp that I wanted our bench to change the complexion of the game. That's what great teams do. And they did that tonight. They came in and turned the game. Starters are starters. They'll match up with the other great teams, other great players. And if we hold our own, our bench pushes the lead, wonderful. Okay, so that's what happened tonight. Derica was a big part of that, so was Colson. Okay, Ty came in, Ty's color bench, their numbers don't look great individually, but overall, collectively, plus 18, plus 20, plus 16, that's phenomenal. I hope it continues.
Sam Gordon, Las Vegas Review-Journal. Bill, late first quarter, early second quarter, you really take control of the game there. It seemed like, especially defensively. Can you speak to the defensive energy throughout the course of the game and how the team competed?
Yeah, well, the players came back this year knowing that they could score. We're going to score points. And last year we lost games on defense and 3 balls. And so this year we knew that players knew that they had to come back and work very hard on defense collectively as a unit. We're not going to be the greatest defensive team. We don't have individual stars on defense. But as long as they make a commitment to it and play as hard as they can on defense and trust each other and play solid team defense, we're going to outscore the other teams. And that's at the end of the day, that's how you win basketball games. They know what they have to do. Now they just have to go out and do it consistently every night. Yeah.
Ed Grady, Review-Journal. Going back to Hamby, is it an example of a person's trajectory being in this league and learning? It seems like her trajectory continues to rise.
Yeah, and I reminded her in the locker room tonight when she just signed a 3-year extension. And when she was about to sign up, she asked me about all the bigs we had. And I said, well, you just compete, you'll work it out. She said, well, what do you think of me? And I told her that I thought that she was a great bench player on the championship team. And it shocked her a little bit. She thought it was the greatest compliment I've ever given her. I don't give her very many compliments. But her energy level, when she plays with energy, she makes things happen. That's what great bench players do. They come in and they give everything they have, and the fans will appreciate her effort. The players definitely appreciate her effort. And it just makes the second unit that much better. And our second unit knows that if they can push a lead, then they're going to stay on the floor. Because I have 5 really good starters when I had Liz in there. Carolyn Swords is a great glue player. But you had Liz in the thing. We have 5 great starters. But we need the bench. And any accolades that we could give them, all the better.
What were the adjustments, or what was discussed at halftime? Jackie Young in particular, I don't think she attempted a shot in the first half. And also there was
She didn't have to attempt a shot.
Okay, there was a big screen on Colson right before the half. Is that something that you addressed in the halftime speech?
No, not really. 0-0 was the halftime speech. Too many turnovers. We had too many turnovers for the game. We knew they were going to come back and try, punch us in the face in the first 5 minutes. But I think Jackie is a player who is very unassuming. She's not going to go out and try to get hers. She realized that she had openings and took them. You saw the patience that she had when she tried to attack. Very, very patient. And that's a great, for a rookie coming in and all the pressure, #1 overall pick, to show that kind of, not only patience, but also understanding of time and place in the game. She's only going to get better.
Coach, how's it going? Calvin from the Off the Strip Sports Podcast.
There you are.
Hey, year 2, what was your focus, your focal points going into this year, picking up, with having the #1 pick, picking up Liz, picking up, and grabbing Sugar as well? What was your mindset?
That's a mouthful. When the season was over, we assessed what we had. We have a very fine young basketball team. The #1 pick in the draft is all we had in the draft, so we had to pick accordingly. It just fell on our lap that it was the position that we were looking to fill. But there were no really dominant centers. So that made our top 4, our core 4, as I was calling them, for the future. Then Liz fell on our lap. It was like, oh my goodness, look at this now. So there really wasn't a plan to get Liz, because I didn't think that was doable. But when Jackie declared, there was no second guessing what we were going to do. So I think we're set up. but we still have to learn how to win. Today's just a start. It was a good start. They came out and wanted to win the basketball game. And if they can do that every night and play like a playoff game, we're going to be okay. I'll take whatever comes our way. And if that kind of intensity on defense and offense, and they really like each other, so they're rooting for each other, and I think that's, chemistry is always a great thing to have.
Ben Dahl, Hypo Soups. Bill, could you walk through what you said to Sydney on Thursday when things kind of flipped with the roster?
I thought Sidney Colson played a very outstanding first half. Second half, okay, well, the first half was outstanding. It really helped our second unit. I kept all of our players, every one of them, including Sydney, what was happening with the bone situation and what we had to do and who was going to get cut. I actually told her that she was the one getting cut, and I told you guys that too that day. It all changed an hour later when I changed my mind. I changed my mind that I thought we needed a guard of her skill and the style that she plays. So I made a choice that, okay, we'll buy out and only go with 11 this year. Which is, for me, that's very unusual, but I felt that what she does and can give us was absolutely necessary, and the players agreed.
And going through what she had to go through in just a few days.
She's a professional basketball player, okay? You have your ups and downs, especially when you're a bubble player. If you're a star, okay, I get it, but you're a bubble player, you take what comes your way. You're hungry every day, you keep yourself in shape, and if you don't, well, you're not a professional basketball player. She is.
Chris Chapman, ESPN Radio. Maybe a small play in a game you won by double digits, but how big and how much does momentum change on that basket that's waved off right at the end of the first quarter?
A lot. I thought that was a big key in the going in the locker room that I didn't know it was waved off until I got out in the court. Or, no, I don't know if I knew it yet, I don't remember. I just know that would have given them a little momentum. Every team looks for something to hang their hat on when they're getting beat at the halftime. That would have really helped them. We're lucky. We'll take it.
Bill, what'd you make of the atmosphere, the crowd, the energy in the building tonight?
Well, a couple of things. I knew it was going to be a really nice crowd, and it was. I knew our players needed to put on a show to show the fans what we were about. They did. But a lot of what went on during the game, I'm really quite oblivious to. I know it was loud at times, and I know that people were enjoying themselves, but I'm so focused on the game that I really don't have a lot of handle on what's happening there. There were no oh my God moments where we made a run and the crowd was deafening, but there was a consistent buzz throughout, which is a lot of fun to play with. I think our players were ecstatic of how this all turned out today.
Hi, Coach Mo and Mel, Girl Shot Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you again.
You.
Kayla McBride, this was a stellar performance from her, something that we didn't see last season. What can you say attributed
You
to
saw
her?
that last season. She's
I
an
saw a
all-star.
little bit. Yeah, she is an all-star. What can you say as far as her performance this season?
I heard her defense is better. She works very hard on defense. She knows that she has to conform and to do what everybody else is doing, and that's great for her. She made some really quality shots. It's what she does. That's who she is. We're going to ask her to rebound defensive more and box out more. She knows that. So, this is her next step. She became an all-star last year because of her hard work. Now she wants to win. So she knows she has to work harder and within the team structure. So, and she's doing that. And she's leading by example, and that's all you can ask of her.
Last two questions.
Coach Alan Snow with LVSportsBiz.com. Before, I think it was at the Monday press conference, you made a real strong point about this team is still learning how to win. I was wondering, based on tonight's performance, are they on that road? I mean, what kind of growth did you see in the
It's
team?
one game. We've only won one game. Now we go on the road to play Phoenix and come home and play a tough Con team. I'll take the effort. If we put forth the effort offensively and defensively and the intensity that we put out there tonight, we'll be okay. Then the talent takes over. We didn't get rattled at any point during the game. I was prepared to call a timeout a couple times if we got to stop and we got to bucket. So it's still going to be a work in process, and especially integrating Liz into what we do. She's not quite as mobile as some of what we are. but she's also an unbelievable force on the inside, which besides Asia Wilson we don't have. So I think we're going to have our bumps in the road, trying to find where we're going and what we're doing. But I think overall, our players, our fans, I think the city now And I think the National League, they know, they keep saying and writing that we're good, and we're going to be good, but we still have to prove it. And we haven't done that yet.
Coach Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. To piggyback on that question, with that comment that you said after the exhibition game and tonight, that we still need to learn how to win, is there a timetable for you that you want to see them, that they finally learned how to win? Is it a month? Is it 10 games? Is it by the halfway point?
It just happens. You can't really describe it. It just comes, and it's a momentum thing. When I was in Detroit as my young coach, we rode an emotional wave, and also a physical wave. We were pretty physical, but it happens. It just kind of grows, and you learn, and it's like a better way to describe it, different way to describe it is when as a Piston I lost like 16 games in a row. And we made a little tweak in the lineup, but when you're losing, you have to play so hard to get out of it. Then all of a sudden we won 18 of 20. What? It just happens. If you play hard, you play together, it just comes about. And once you all of a sudden you realize it's like, oh, what was so hard? And that's, I hope, what's going to happen to us.
Coach, of course, Sam brought up the crowd being excited. Your thoughts on the rivalry, the possibilities? Both these teams expect to be good this year, and is this has a chance to be one of the buddy rivalries in the WNBA?
Something the WNBA needs is rivalries. When I was in Detroit, we had it with Los Angeles Sparks. Good teams have rivalries. Teams that eyeball each other and say, we're winning tonight. You're not. And that's what leads to, intense basketball games. I thought tonight was an intense basketball game. We were opening game, okay, big crowd, okay, but we came to play. And it's a natural rivalry because of, logistics and regionalism. They're 4 hours away by car. So is Phoenix, okay? The West Coast has stepped up with good teams. We want to be one of them. They have what we don't have. That's championship experience and rings. That's what we want to do. And teams are in our way. We're not going to care. We're going to keep being relentless and doing what we have to do. If that creates rivalries because teams don't like us or they want to beat us, okay. I told our players every team's going to bring their A game against us. We're dominating the media right now. We have some quality players. We're set up for a long run. We'll take whatever comes our way.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all.